If you want to build a wider, stronger, more aesthetic back, you definitely came to the right place. And we will do so without targeting aesthetics directly. If we can properly work on functionality, aesthetics will be a byproduct, and it's just gonna be a bonus to all the other benefits we can get from building a strong, wide, and impressive back. The good thing about building a wider back is that our back already has the largest muscle when it comes to surface area, which is our latissimus, which means that just working on one of these muscles can already make a huge difference when it comes to building a wider back. But our lats aren't the only muscles in our back, so we need to target our spinal erectors, our rhomboids, our traps, which are also going to build some size when it comes to our back musculature and our rear delts, because these are going to round up this nice wide look. Since our goal isn't just aesthetics, but having a healthy and strong back, strength is the first thing we will focus on. To no one's surprise, we will utilize the deadlift. Deadlift not only helps us target pretty much every single muscle in our entire posterior chain, but also dominantly our back musculature, starting with our spinal erectors. Feet parallel, closer than shoulder width apart. We're gonna grab right outside of our legs. We're gonna get into complete spinal extension, and from here all we need to do is go up. We're gonna tilt our pelvis, flex our glutes, and reverse the entire movement in a controlled fashion till we have that movement down, and then we can move up to more and more weight. 5 sets of 5 repetitions, and we move up with the weights with every single set. Now our second main exercise will be the pull-up for building insane width when it comes to our back musculature, as well as absurd strength, especially if you advance to some of the harder pull-up variations. Now, if you can't do a complete pull-up, there is absolutely no shame in just using a resistance band. Strap in your knees, you grab onto the bar, and you let the resistance band help you. Start with a thicker one, move to a thinner one, and over time you will barely need any support, and then you can move on to doing full pull-ups by yourself. Now, for a complete guide on pull-ups and variations, you can check out this video and go through it step by step. As for repetitions, work your way up to being able to do 10 repetitions per set, and if you can do that, then move on to one of the more advanced pull-up variations. Just be sure to use the overhand grip, because this is going to give us more the dominance. Now that we've gotten the main focus out of the way, we can start adding some functionality, and we will use the cable machine for that reason. Grab again with our fingers pointed downwards, extend your legs, extend your arms fully, and fold forward into a nice little stretch in your back musculature. Now, the more flexible you are, of course, the more you can lean forward. And from here, we're gonna start adding every single muscle in our back musculature, starting with our spinal erectors. Move from spinal flexion into extension. We're gonna row close to our chest. We're gonna go into external rotation in our delts, adding our rear delt musculature. And from here, we are going to extend. Now, holding in this extension phase pretty much flexes every single muscle in your back, especially your traps, to hold your shoulder blades together and to extend upwards. We're using our delts, and then of course we're gonna reverse. Back here, internal rotation, extend your shoulders, round your upper back and round your lower back. So now we go into extension, row, external rotation, extension, reverse, reverse, and reverse. Start with a light weight, and over time you can start adding more and more weight. 12 repetitions, 2 sets, just so we can connect every single muscle in a compound movement style. Now, if you really want to build a wide and strong back, as well as a healthy and safe back, there is practically no way getting around rowing exercises. For one, we will use our spinal erectors to completely fix our upper body, and from here we're using the rest of our back musculature to pull the weight up and reverse. Once again, Starting with a low weight, especially all the exercises that put a lot of pressure on our lower back musculature, our spinal erectors, is a good way to go. So keep your back safe, row to your chest, hold for a second or two. We're pulling our shoulder blades together into adduction, and we are pretty much flexing our back musculature in conjunction with our rear delts before we extend fully once more, releasing our shoulders, staying in spinal extension, and repeating the whole process again. 2 sets, 12 repetitions, let's go. And now we can move to the lateral raise, adding nice shoulder engagement as well as trap engagement to our back musculature workout, and having wider delts will give the look of having a much wider back, especially in conjunction with our latissimus. All the way, open up, raise, and reverse. 8 repetitions, 2 sets should be more than enough, especially if we're doing all of these exercises in one workout. Now, if you thought the weighted exercises are the exhausting ones, you have no idea what functional back training can do to you and the kind of torture it can put you through. Elevating our chest, keep your legs extended and flat, and extend both arms from here. So now we're going through rotations, all the way back, all the way up, having the constant flexion in our spinal erectors and combining low impact rotations through our rotator cuff, also bringing our shoulders together to add more trap engagement. Now, if you can do this for a full minute, by all means, go ahead. If you want to go for repetitions, 12 to 16 repetitions per set. Once we're done with the symmetrical ones, we will go through asymmetrical rotations. Right side, left side, and switch it up. And of course, we can never forget about the static holds. Go up as much as you can with your chest, elevate your arms, lengthen your shoulders, and hold for 20 to 30 seconds up here, and rotate backwards, extend your arms, and hold for 20 to 30 seconds up here. Now, if you are cramping, that means that you do not have the necessary endurance when it comes to your back musculature, and you know what to work on. And last but definitely not least, now that we've put a lot of pressure on our spine and our back musculature, there is absolutely nothing that feels better after a back workout than getting into a decompressive hang, basically a passive hang. Start decompressing every single joint in our entire body. Start with your wrists, let go of all the weight, decompress your elbows and your shoulders, and the more you let loose in your back, the more you will have your vertebrae being pulled apart. Not only does that feel absolutely amazing and takes a lot of pressure off our spine, but it can also help with relieving pain from injuries as well as rehabilitating already existing injuries. Learn how to hold on to a bar for half a minute to a full minute, and do this 2 or 3 times at the end of every single back workout you do, so we can keep our back not only wide and strong, but also healthy. If you can follow this routine, do it twice a week, I can guarantee you that not only will your back be really wide, really strong, but you're also going to keep your back musculature healthy and keep yourself from getting injured frequently. But with that said, sadly, that's all the time I have left for you today. If you liked the video, like the video and subscribe, and check out other videos on this channel, because we literally have new ones every single day. And I will see you tomorrow. Captain Cairo, peace out.